What's happening guys, it's Abhinav from PhoneBunch and this is the new Moto E3 Power. So we are going to unbox it and take a look in this video. So you get a 5-inch display here, you get a quad-core MediaTek processor clocked at 1 GHz. It is a 64-bit processor, 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of onboard storage and a huge 3500 mAh battery. But first, let's have a look inside the box, then we'll talk about everything else. So you get the Moto E3 Power in black color, you get a white headset within the box. We have already seen these previously. You get a micro USB to USB data syncing and charging cable and a 2 amp USB wall charger which is supposed to charge the battery faster. There's a lot of documentation in there as well and a removable battery. That's a first for the Moto E lineup. And what's more, you also get a screen protector. So yes, the company does seem to be listening to budget buyers. And thanks to the launch offer, I also got the 32GB micro SD card and rupees 800 off on this phone. So it was a pretty sweet deal. So that is everything you get inside the box with the Moto E3 Power. So now let's have a look at the device itself. So the back is textured, which does make the phone easier to grip, although the back cover is a bit flimsy. But it doesn't creak, bend or flex when it is on the phone. Now you can also see that you have 2 separate SIM card slots and a separate micro SD card slot. The first SIM card supports 4G, the second one just 3G. Overall, the build on the device does seem pretty solid. It's not a very thick device and it doesn't feel very hefty either, even though there's a massive 3500 mAh battery inside. So let's peel that off and boot up the device, and while I set it up, let's talk about build. So moving to the right of the device, you'll find the power button as well as the volume rocker. The power button is textured so that you can easily identify it. They're located at the perfect position and well, they have decent tactile response, not as mushy as the ones we saw at the launch event. You get the headphone jack at the top and you have nothing on the left. At the bottom, you'll find the micro USB port for data syncing and charging and space to open the back cover. The back looks pretty identical to the Moto G4 Play. You have an 8 megapixel camera there, you have LED flash and the Motorola dimple. Now this time around you're also getting a notification LED on the Moto E smartphone. That's again something new. You have proximity and light sensors along with a 5 megapixel camera and on-screen buttons. The display here does look decent, but I can notice a bit of color shifting and well, it does look a bit washed out. Now you do have Gorilla Glass 3 on top and there is an oleophobic coating, so cleaning smudges from the display is quite easy. And then there's P2I nano coating as well, which means that if your phone gets some water splashes, nothing would get damaged. But it's not water resistant. And you can also see the front firing speaker right there. It's not the loudest and it does tend to distort at full volume. But yes, as I was saying, the build quality on the device is really superb. It does feel good to hold in hand. Now you can launch the camera app quickly by double tapping on the power button, but most of the time it just locks the phone and then opens the camera app. The shutter speed is decent. It's not the fastest by any means. Focusing also is a bit slow, so you'll end up with quite a lot of blurry shots. And you can record only 720p videos with the rear camera. We tried playing with the camera in our office and well, images generally did turn out a bit blurry, a bit noisy, but this is not a comprehensive look at the camera. We'll include that in our full review. Now software has always been the hallmark of Moto smartphones. You have almost stock Android here, there's no customization, and the best part is that there is no bloat here as well, just stock Android. But unlike previous gen Moto devices, this is running on a bit dated software, Android 6.0 as opposed to 6.0.1, which is now available on most devices. Now out of the box you'll get about 11 gigs of storage. You can expand that with a micro SD card, USB OTG is also supported and memory management was good. We had more than 1.2 gigs of RAM free when the phone booted up. Now if we talk about performance, web browsing actually did work out well. Touch response from the display is good, bench to zoom worked well, images and text rendered quickly. But when you switch between apps or you open multiple apps, you will see the phone lag. Now this is the first Moto E smartphone that I've actually seen to lag. Even the Snapdragon 200 variant last time around did perform a bit better, and the Snapdragon 410 variant obviously did far better than this one. So it seems like a step down when it comes to performance, but the cameras may be an improvement from last time around. The display, although higher in resolution, just doesn't do it for me. Now there's still quite a lot of things to check out on this phone and to find out if the only thing going for this phone is that massive battery and pretty much nothing else. Thanks for watching this video folks. If you have any questions, let us in the comment section. Do subscribe to the channel to get videos on the Moto E and other smartphones. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a great day.